Hey, what's it's still playing? You know what? There's some things that a person has to do and do.
Is that you or me?
It was me.
Oh, it's not my fault for a change. You can see my sound's been off.
That's awesome. That was like a long delay. Yeah, I had the other window with YouTube going at the same time on the intro, and I had it all set up to be really, really cool. And you know what? That's what happens. Well, whether y'all watching us live or you're catching us on replays, we'd like to welcome you back to another Case of the Mondays. That's right, you're tuned in here with HHD Hagen Hill Design. I'm Jake.
I'm Katie, but of course Jake doesn't need an intro with that type of shirt.
That's right. I'm Jake doing Jake things. Like making my stool squeak. It is another Monday afternoon. Hopefully a lot of you are trying to get out the door from your jobs, from your workplaces, on the road, traveling down. If you're driving, hey, just put us on audio. You don't need to be watching. Keep your eyes on the road.
That's right. Safety first.
Safety first. Is everything coming in clear, like audio-wise? I don't know if Katie's going to be on taking care of the chat. And I'm going to try to keep the old StreamYard app in line here. And see what kind of show we can give you guys today. As always, we put this show on this time of day on a Monday because we realize most everybody's got to work on Monday. A lot of people get off around this time, at least in our time zone, and just trying to get back to where you were before you had to go back to work, if that makes any sense. Case of the Mondays means you can come back, hang out with us, get your mind off of work, wind down, and relax a bit. So we got a good... what was I going to say? We've got an excellent guest for you guys this week. Do you know anything about him, Katie?
Other than being in the chats.
Well,
The whole reason we're having him on is to learn more about him, right?
that's true. I don't know a whole lot about this guy. I do know that he's really cool. I get along with him great. A lot of you guys know him. And mostly interact with him through our YouTube community of fish keepers. Now, this guy's got a lot of talents. I've been doing watching his channel, watching some videos, trying to see what it's all about. Knowing that he was going to be coming up on here as a guest, I started watching even more. I'm telling you what, man, you got an awesome sense of humor. You're very talented musician as well, as far as I can see. You got great taste for music, and you're just all around chill dude. Love having talks with you. I like the music that you do. And let's just bring him on up here, huh? Should we do that?
Yeah.
Hey, if you're ready, man, I'm about to show you our guest for this evening. You know him as C.A.R. It's Coral Aquatic Reefs. I hope I said that right, man. Come on up, say hello.
What's up?
How's it going, man?
Hey, it's going, man. How y'all doing, man? Everybody in the chat. C.A.R.
We got a lot of people
here. Hey, we rolling, man. We rolling.
Yeah. How's your Monday been?
It's been good so far, bro. We finna get it started, you know? Everybody knows, sure, we was up all night on the stream, man. Now we back at it again.
For sure, man. I just like to have this opportunity to talk with you like this because it's most times when you're doing your live streams or whatever, you're usually showing you doing stuff. Like the other day, you were
Yeah.
using the cricket and whatnot. I've
Mm-hmm.
watched replays of you being in other streams and whatnot, but like seeing you face to face and talking to you this way, it's a cool
It's a whole
opportunity
lot
for
different.
us.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a whole lot different, man.
Definitely.
But I'm glad y'all had me up, man. It's it's a special time, my first exclusive pop up like this,
Oh yeah.
you know. Yeah. This my first one. I'd have been up on streams and stuff before as somebody having me on as a guest. This the
Yeah.
first one, man.
That's
That's
awesome.
awesome.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Well,
Hey,
even more
now
reason to
now
celebrate.
you
dude.
know. Now you know.
I got the first one. I was hoping to get Jeff Kane on for the first time, and Mexicali got that one yesterday.
Yeah, man. It was something like a little bidding war, man. Mexicali got it, dog.
Well, Jeff Kane works too late, so by
Yeah.
time we start, he's like just getting ready to get back on the road to go home. So
Hey, man, y'all go show Jeff Kane some love, man. He show a lot of support to the community, far as I see. He a great dude, dog. So y'all go
For
show
sure.
Jeff Kane some love, bro.
yeah,
Hey, man, shout out everybody in the chat, man. Boost Cats and Stephen P. If I didn't put your name in there, man. Shout
look
out
at all those
everybody,
people
bro.
on there.
Hey, bro, they part of the car club, man. They know how we ride.
Yeah, got Curtis on board, that's for sure. Said Stevie P.
Cool.
We got Adele. Adele's
Yeah.
on board watching us. I love Adele. You know her much?
Yeah.
She's
Cool,
a
cool
collaboration
person,
creator.
bro.
Yeah.
She part of the late night crew too. They all be in there.
Shady Gray, Shady Mike.
Yeah, man. Shady Shade. You know what's up.
He's been in this a long time keeping fish. He's got lots of info, lots of good experience, stories, and whatnot.
Yeah. That's what I like to that's what I like about this community, because everybody keeps, different fish, and it kind of brings you together and learn more knowledge. Because you could teach me something that I didn't know, and I could teach you something, that you didn't know.
Right. I feel the same way, and it's like I've learned a lot more. Both of us have. Just hanging out with everybody and discussing ideas and watching each other's videos, and just really the moral support, like feeling like you can keep going, you can get through like hard times
Exactly.
because you got friends around you that can help you out.
Exactly, bro. Even if you feeling a little down, like you say, you get on the live, bro, they kind of brighten your day up. That's why I like hitting that go live button, because I'm learning something, but then I get uplifted also. So we have a lot of positivity on my stream. So we just be motivating and good energy, high vibrations over there.
Most definitely.
Yeah, I like the last quote that I think I saw from you. We were talking. It was a Gandhi quote, I think, that you
Okay,
posted
yeah,
not too long ago.
that was my first quote of the day. I had just started that. I had just put another one out by Dorothy. That was my second quote, but yeah, that first quote, that was a good quote, man.
Yeah, it talks about. I'm bad at remembering things line for line sometimes, but
Me too.
it is
Be having so much on your brain.
living to learn kind of thing.
Let me see if I can find that mug, man. But nah, definitely. So you guys into quotes and things, like y'all
Yeah,
have a lot of
inspirational quotes. There's some things
inspirational.
that, yeah.
Uh-huh. That's good. That's a good way to be, man.
There's a lot of them out there, and it's kind of cool to research them and read them once in a while, once a day or something.
Yeah, I'm just looking for this mug, bro. We keep it rolling.
Katie, you got some chats you can throw up there? You're watching through YouTube, so
Yeah, I'm not on StreamYard. Do you want me to be?
might be a good idea because then you can click on the show.
Yeah, yeah. People in the
It's
chat
a little bit
rolling,
easier.
man. You already know they be fooling in the chat, man.
Well, let's put a. Sam's got a link up. I'm going to post that up on screen. And guys, check out C.A.R's channel, man. That way, if you haven't, you can go take a look, see what he's all about.
Hey,
I'm
yo,
sure
man.
you got a lot of plans probably for other things that you're doing.
Yeah, I know
But,
a lot of people. A lot of people may say, you know, it's not really their goal to come up on YouTube, but you know, I plan on trying to do a little something different. Showcase you guys, you know, a little more of the outside of Dallas. How
Yeah.
we have a lot of fish tanks in the area. Like a lot of people with a lot of stores and stuff with fish tanks.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of them in the area, bro. So I just really want to go out and showcase that to you guys. And
That's cool. You know, we're a little more rural area, not a lot of people around, but there's a few people that got aquariums. They just, you know, a small town, so it's just like mentioning or running into people
yeah,
on a daily basis at our jobs or whatever to try to see who's got aquariums, and maybe we could do that. See if we could do a
Or
tour of somebody's,
converting people.
but it's not
yeah. I'm always telling somebody, hey man, you need to get a fish tank.
Right.
yeah.
My coworker used to keep fish a while back, and he had gotten out of it. And when I started working with him and talking about our fish keeping and how many different kinds we had and how many tanks, he's like, "Oh, I really want to get back into it now." So now he's got 3 tanks, I think, 2 for sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, and it's neat to get people into it, for sure. Yeah, so you guys check out his channel, see what C.A.R's been up to so far, and if you like it, of course, give him the subscriptions. All of us YouTubers are craving after having, but really, if you like it, you want to show support, free and easy way to do it.
yeah, man. We
Give
just
somebody
made
a subscription.
yeah, we just made it to 190. So you know,
Nice.
yeah, 190 subs. So you know, we on our way up, bro. We done gained a lot of subs over the past 2 months.
Yeah, that's not
So,
bad at all.
Yeah, sure. I just really started probably like 6 months ago. Just really going hard on the YouTube thing, as far as posting and going live and everything.
Hmm.
But I done seen some great results though, just by doing so.
Yeah. Well, I think these live streams and getting involved with the community of other creators is definitely a great way to gain exposure, because we can honestly recommend to each other, hey, check out this channel. Have you guys heard of him yet?
Yeah.
And all of that, and it just
What's
kind of
y'all?
grows from there.
So what's y'all go for YouTube, or do y'all have one?
What's that?
What's your goal for YouTube, or do you have one?
Oh yeah. It's kind of changing a little bit. I think at first it was supposed to be more for we had the original idea to do more of like a marketing thing with a pond service that we were going to want to try to provide, like a designing backyard urban ponds and such. Not big
Yeah.
projects, but like stock tank kind of ponds, things that people can have in town. And it just getting into the aquarium hobby a little more after messing with that and playing with YouTube. It just seems like our direction is starting to gear more towards aquarium only type stuff, but we're
Yeah.
gonna get back more into like gardening and the outside ponds and how to tie all that together, you know, using
Okay.
plants and and aquariums and aquatic life, how they all work together. So it's kind of going towards that a little more. Not so much
for
a
sure.
not so much a marketing thing for a business. We have some other ideas for a side business that I don't think will really have to do with the channel.
Okay. So what, you gonna make a separate channel for that, or just
Well,
gonna keep that on the side?
mostly on the side. It's going to deal with kind of like wholesale plants at a local level,
Yeah.
outside outdoor plants for people, either decorative or vegetable,
Okay.
and selling them to a retailer so then they can sell it to the public.
Okay. So you could really use YouTube as a way to market your plants.
Possibly.
Possibly.
I think might be helping them with designing a YouTube channel for the place that we plan on selling the plants to when they sell at retail. Maybe helping them set up a channel and do some content creating and editing for them as well
Okay.
to help them with marketing the stuff. So
All
but
right. That'll be
we were
dope.
trying to stay out of the retail game because we've been working on
Yeah.
it so long. Ugh.
Yeah, just be more of a wholesaler.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, that's the way to go, really, man.
That's at least why I resonate so well with some of your shorts that you do about work.
Yeah.
Going into work and someone asking how's your day going, and
It,
it just hits true. It's like,
that's why I really be advocating on being an entrepreneur, bro. Cause going to a 9 to 5 every day and having to deal with, people, it's hard, bro. And your mental.
yeah,
So,
especially
so-
under like a under corporate rule, so to speak.
Exactly.
It's a lot harder than being a private retailer. You still gotta deal with the public, but at least when you're private, you can almost say what you want to say. Like the person, if you don't like the customer, you can just tell them to leave. You can't always do that
man.
on a lot of jobs. You just gotta
So they been and
change
wrote
it
you
every
up.
time. Yeah.
You told the customer to leave?
At least I'm at a place where it's like, well, I like that. Yeah, you tell my manager, I'll go get him. That I can relate to too, because it's like we're all buddies there, and it's like, well, okay, I can go get him, but you probably won't like him any more than you like me. So.
Exactly. He gonna be a little worse than I was.
Right.
Usually the manager's been there a little longer, so they attitude be a little more, worse than the new person.
Right.
Nah, for
Well,
sure, man.
So I like that. I like that you do music. You're into music for sure, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. Been on
Yeah.
that, Been on that for
Do
a
you,
while.
Do you create and do a lot of your own original stuff?
Oh yeah, for sure, man. Cause I make my own beats too, so
Okay.
I do both production sides. So I engineer, record myself, and I make the beat also. So I can do both sides.
Cool.
But with doing both sides and knowing how to do videos and pictures and all of that, you gotta have a team. You can't do like everything yourself. So like it's gonna be hard to try to record the music, make the beat, shoot the video, do a photo shoot. You can't be that, that one
Yeah.
person to doing all that, man. You gotta have a machine behind you.
Yes. Not enough hours in the day, really. That's
It's not, man.
even
Appreciate
just
that only
doing
auspice
a
for
small
real.
doing a small YouTube channel for me, anyways, with my schedule, gets overwhelming. It's like,
Yeah, Fathom. I done put some on SoundCloud before, but once I started putting my music on like Spotify and Apple Music, then I kind of got away from the SoundCloud. But I still
Okay.
put some on there just for the people I had listening to me before.
yeah. Do Do you have a like separate account for that side of what you
The
do?
music, yeah, it's called Locals, Lokoals, and that's on all platforms. I even got some on YouTube. I got a couple videos on YouTube also. Yeah, yeah, you be having so much going, it be hard to like just put your focus in on one thing. So now I started doing, this fish. I kind of then laid back on the music, but I didn't incorporated it kind of in them fish because I made my own intro. Not know if you guys seen it or heard it, but
Oh yeah, that's what.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, familiar with that one.
So
And
now
I really
it's
like that.
it's kind of coming back. It's kind of coming back around full circle. So now I done did that. Now people ask me about my real music. So just making it work, improvising.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out a way to kind of, because I'm a musician as well, and I like writing songs.
Okay.
Come up with stuff all the time, but I don't organize it like I should or like I used to when I was younger.
Yeah, yeah,
As
yeah.
far as writing songs, not a lot of it's just off the cuff, and then the next day I forget it because I didn't record it or didn't write it down. But
Exactly.
I like. I've always been a lover of music, so to meet someone else that has that love affair with music is always very interesting to me. So
Oh yeah, 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 for sure. That's that's something that'll bring you together. You be like, oh, you do music? Oh, me too, man. Y'all just
yeah,
get to
yeah,
chopping it up about the music, especially about the fish. Anything like that. So it'd be
hmm
real cool to find somebody on that same vibe as you. Definitely, man. Y'all go check out Mike B too, man. He got some good
yeah,
music also, man.
yeah. I've been watching them too,
Yes,
for sure.
sir. That's me, Father.
hmm
But yeah, y'all go check out Mike B, man. He on some music. I was telling him I need some of those guitar riffs, those like some samples, man, so I could, put my own twist on it.
I've done some of
I
that stuff like back in the I don't know
I
early
appreciate it, Father.
2000s. I messed around with looping software and whatnot, and actually
Yeah.
a lot of it ended up being like real bad techno, but I thought it was
Yeah,
cool
yeah.
because,
Man, I didn't dip
back in
in
the
the
day it was
tech
just like
though.
whatever I could groove out and listen
Yeah.
to like the same loop over and over again and just get lost in it. But I'd play around with that where I'd try to like record my guitar or different sounds into it myself and doing loops that way. But
Nah, for sure, for sure. I
I
record
kind
on
of
on a program called Fruity Loops
yeah,
and
I got that one too. Yeah.
that and Pro Tools. So man, I
I
didn't
used Fruity Loops, and the other one was something like Acid Pro or something like that. It was
Acid Pro. I remember that.
I
It
think it
was
might have
green,
been
like
called
lime
that.
green.
Yeah, it was. That was a looping software. They had like a lot of samples that you could use, but you could record your own too or play them. I
Yeah,
like how
yeah, yeah,
Fruity
yeah,
Loops
yeah.
lets you get a little more into that. If like, of course, you got MIDI or something, you can use a keyboard to
Yeah, that's what
play
I
your
use
loops
a
on.
keyboard. Shit, I
Nice.
on the keyboard I play all kind of instruments, but I don't know how to play none of them in real life. Like I know how to
Yeah.
play the guitar on there, the drums on there, horns, all that.
hmm
But it's crazy how you could integrate, that though from the keyboard into all those sounds and putting down the notes and making music. And I fell in love with
Yeah.
that like in 2005, man. I've been
The
making beats ever
sequencing and all
since.
that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
once you know where to put the claps or the snaps or the snares, then you good. You
Yeah.
just roll with it, man.
Yeah. I always enjoyed doing that.
Ah,
Um,
definitely, definitely.
Especially when I start doing that, like making my own drum beats to
Yeah,
go along with the background of me actually playing guitar, and then having like a mixing it all together in a separate like track mixing. and have a left and a right guitar, kind of getting that stereo field going on, and then bass riff going through it with my own created drum track. You know, it's just, it was very fun to kind of like be an all-in-one inclusive band almost.
Yeah,
'Cause,
yeah,
like,
exactly,
I
bro.
was too much of a control freak. I just like wanted everything like just boom, boom, boom. When it all starts coming together, it's like exactly how you want it to be. But
Yeah,
a lot
exactly,
of
man.
fun.
And that's how I be too on the music tip. You know, it's a whole production because you your own orchestra basically. You panning stuff to the left, some to the right. You got
Hmm.
some in the background. You know, so
Yeah,
I love that about it, bro. So any of y'all need to some mix and mastering, man. I do that also. So I know how to mix and master. Shit, I read hella books about mastering. So I have the whole concept of it. So you guys have any raw music files you need mixed down or mastered? Any audio? Holla at me, man. That's what I do. I'm a computer
cool.
guy
That's
too,
good to
bro.
know.
So I stay on the computer, man. That's as you could tell, like that's what I do. So anything with the computers, I'm on that.
Well, I think that we got a lot of people, at least in our area, are more musician orientated than they are fish keeping.
Oh,
So
most definitely.
in this area,
Hey,
there's
what's
so
how
many,
funk?
there's so much raw talent of musicians in our area. It's remarkable. I mean, we got gatherings here all the time. People know one another and jam outs, jam sessions. There's a whole festival we go to, and it's really local. I mean, nobody else has heard about it other than right in our area. But I mean, that just gets packed, and the kind of show that we get to watch with the lights and the stage is just awesome. But it's just
Yeah,
local people. Like everybody is there that is a musician, and it's enough to fill a big outdoor venue. So
yeah.
it's kind of cool. That's how it is in this kind of like Northwoods neck of the woods.
Okay, okay,
But
cool. Yeah, we have a lot of events down here. You know, it's the city. I'm in Dallas, so there'll be
hmm
a lot of events going on at the event centers and
oh, I
stuff,
bet
pavilions.
I
Yeah,
get
man.
you probably get to see a lot more bigger time people that around that area too. I bet.
Yeah, yeah. I was working for this stage setup company. Like I was setting up stages and stuff, like lights and all that. So I was getting to see all the big name artists come through. I had shook what's his name? Post Malone. I had shook his hand like right when he came off stage one day. It was
Cool.
pretty cool. You know what I'm saying?
I heard he's a nice guy. That he takes time
Yeah,
to
yeah, bro.
talk
He
with
was
people
real cool.
after putting on a show.
Yeah, he was real
Yeah, a
cool,
lot of those
bro.
guys, they're just exhausted. You know, they're going to be exhausted after a show. You know, and they
Man, I don't
might
know
be
how he was standing
grumpy,
up, bro.
tired, or whatever, and he still takes time to talk to people one on
I don't
one
know.
after.
I don't know how he was standing up, bro. He was walking. He was drenched in
Looking
sweat,
worn out.
bro. Yeah, he
I
was
bet.
worn out, bro. But I applaud them people, man, because it takes a lot to get on that stage and do 30 minutes, 40 minutes,
Oh,
song after song.
it's a lot of putting out energy, a
Yeah,
lot of
hey, what's
energy
how B
spent.
Whistle? Yeah, I seen what Cheap Shot, what is it? Trick, somebody.
We got a lot of people talking about how we're not talking about fish.
Ah man, that's the
I was
You
just
thing.
know,
waiting for a breath to break in.
I was waiting for Kitty, like when we were on Funks the other night, and we weren't
Ah
talking about
yes,
fish, and then
she
Kitty
was
got
like,
on
can,
board, like,
can can we talk about fish?
yeah.
Nah.
I was like, oh no. I was just sitting over here. Oh no,
And
man.
he said, let me separate this, let
I'm
them
like,
know
it's
that's
gonna
not
be
me.
fine. She just wanted to see the fish, so she was gonna cut through one way or another.
Yeah, yeah,
Funk's
yeah.
on tonight. Maybe he can like get me like, we
That
gonna talk about fish
that's
now.
the thing. That's the thing, man. We talk about fish all the time. Like
Yeah.
that's all we ever talk
And
about.
guess what? And you're on Hagen Hill Design, so we don't always talk about fish. Just
Yeah,
appears that
you
way. Got a
you
lot of
gotta
few fish people. Wait till we get pulling in some plant people. We're gonna get some plant people pulled in our audience, and they're all gonna.
Yeah.
There's gonna be like fish people and plant people, and they're gonna join
That's why
sides.
that's why I'm gonna start doing this segment called behind the glass. So
Yeah.
it's getting to know the person that's behind the fish tank. So it
Right.
ain't just focused on the fish. 'Cause
That's
even
pretty
though
much
we
how our channel is. We're not going to be ones to teach people much about how to do stuff.
We want to
Man.
learn from everybody else.
We're still
Yeah,
learning.
a lot of the people that we talk to in the fish community, they already know about fish. That's why Aquafunk like to do his different lives, because he reached a new audience of people that don't know about fish. And
Yeah.
that's how it is, because who want to hear about the nitrogen cycle and all that over and over and like you'll bore people to death just talking about the same stuff. So that's why I kind of like to add different things in the mix. But I definitely love learning about fish. If you could teach me something I don't know, I'm all in.
Well, that's why we can learn by watching each other what we're doing, see what works for other people, what doesn't. We can learn together.
Exactly.
Well, yeah,
Tips,
we saw
techniques.
Jake try that once, and
Yeah, it was a
he
big
killed
flop.
a whole tank of 30 fish trying that. So we're not
Yeah,
going to
yeah,
do
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah. That's definitely what I like. That's why I be asking people, do they be like recording their experiences? I know you have them down in your memory, but just wondering, do some people write it down? Like I had success breathing this fish at this temp. Well, I tried this temp and it didn't work at that temp. I think that really helps the hobby, elevate and
Right.
evolve. Hey, what's happening, Lando and Linda?
And
Appreciate
Lando's
y'all.
here. Now, I don't pay for StreamYard, so I can't go through
Wrong
here
way.
and see every person that's on here and
That's through
list them all. But
Fish Fam, I thought. Didn't Bob's bring it up through Fish Fam?
oh yeah, because he's
I've
he's
been
got
keeping
other,
track.
He's got
as
other
much as
permissions
possible.
to be able to look at that stuff.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's Katie wrote down
What
some
y'all
questions
been
we
working
can
on?
ask Car
What-
about.
Yeah, what y'all been working
We were
on,
gonna
man?
ask what have we been working on?
Yeah, I know y'all do like a lot of pun stuff. I was seeing on y'all videos. Y'all had some pun things going on with the plants. And
outside?
yeah, it looked like you had some koi fish in there or something, goldfish.
Just goldfish.
They're in the shop
Goldfish.
over the winter, though.
Yeah.
Ah, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, they're just common goldfish you buy. They're cheap at the pet store. What they call
Man,
them
them
feeder
things
fish.
get big. Nah, they get
Oh,
big
yeah.
though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a couple.
The first two out of the original pond that we have are like, I'd say 8 inches.
Yeah.
They're huge.
Man, them things be eating all the duckweed. I can't keep any duckweed. I had some duckweed outside. They ate all the duckweed.
Well, we had
So far,
duckweed for a while on that big pond outside because we got a little bit from a friend, and it spread so fast it was covered that entire pond, where we had kept scooping them out, and a couple days
Yeah.
it'd be covered again. It was insane.
Yeah. It was pretty until
Yeah,
it
just
got
couldn't see
too
the fish.
much.
Yeah, it's like a metal-sided tank, so you can only look in from the top. Like, there's fish in there. I
So
swear.
when no sunlight coming through. Yeah.
Sorry, I just found this a little bit funny. I was answering Red's question about working outside, that it's too cold, and he says, right? And I answered, I said, yes, Red, we would kill the pollinators. YouTube blocked my comment.
Dang, you probably said killed.
What's that?
Must have.
Just now?
Yeah, it's probably
Yeah,
because you said
I
killed.
hit enter and it blocked it right away.
It's probably Sam. He probably doesn't.
Yeah, it's all Sam's fault.
He blocked it.
Blame Sam. Said YouTube censoring us out here. Nah, they do, man. They do.
Yeah, we're waiting on some warmer weather to do anything with the ponds right now. We got to do some rearranging out here
Right.
first. Get that big aquarium set in here. But
Yeah. It's still
outside's
cold
gonna
up
be a
there?
little bit.
Oh yeah, it dipped down in the 30s and 20s again. We were getting spoiled in the 40s and 50s, but it's gonna
Yeah.
warm back up.
You know.
So I think it's about a week and a half for this. But they're talking about a snowstorm. I heard.
What?
Yeah, like Wednesday.
Bring it on.
I think it's this
He
week,
said
if
bring
not
it on.
next.
Yeah, bring it on. Let's see.
I'm
I'm
hoping
ready.
not. I think it's like a
Weathermen
Wednesday
don't know
through
what they're
Friday.
doing anyways. I don't know what.
He said, I'm
But they're
ready.
anticipating. They're calling it a clipper. So either they're over anticipating the amount of snow we're
Yeah,
gonna get,
whatever.
or it's true. So
Before long, it'll be so dang hot, man. It'll be like 90 degrees and 99% humidity, and we'll just be walking around. Where's the snow?
Be waiting on the cold. Yeah, I'm glad it's starting to warm up down here, man. It's like 70s, you know. At
Oh,
night,
nice.
it probably be like in the 60s.
that's
For
perfect.
the most part, it's cool, though. You know.
Well, let's do a little bit of fish-related stuff because we got a lot of our fish fan people on here interested in knowing a few fishy facts about you, man. If you don't mind, I can ask you a few
All right.
stuff.
All right, let's go.
Simple things. Just getting to know you, like how long you've been fish keeping.
It's been about 5 to 6 years now. And started, well, I had fish before that, like 6th grade. I got to take home the class pet. So I had one of those little googly-eyed goldfish in a
Yeah.
pleco. It was like in a little hexagon tank. So that was the
You
first
took-
time
Took it home for like a summer vacation or something like that.
well, yeah, it was the end of the year, so I got to keep it, you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Right.
But
right.
I remember going to the store and buying like a Chinese algae eater. And then we bought some type of sunset fish. So that was like the first time I hopped in the hobby. But I was only in the like I say, 6th grade then. So it wasn't really nothing major.
Yeah.
but then,
the fish dies, and then you just kind of.
Yeah, it kind of
Whatever
just
after
go
that.
away,
Yeah.
you know. But got
What got you
serious.
interested?
What got me
What
interested?
got you, what got you interested into like doing it a little more seriously?
Well, about like I say, about 5 years ago, started off. My son wanted a goldfish. Went in the pet store, got one, and excuse me, got a little, you know what I'm saying, under the weather. I had a side note, had a birthday party for my daughter, so I had all them little kids running around, and I think they kind of got me stuffed.
Oh no.
Yeah, but I wasn't missing this for nothing. So you feel me?
Yeah. That's
But yeah, though, he wanted a goldfish, man. Went in the store, got one, and he kind of started from there. Just kept going back to the store every week, getting a new fish, and I started getting excited to go to the pet store to get the fish. So that's really what that was, man. And at the time, I had a lot going on. I had just lost my granny, was into it with my mother kids and stuff, and so it kind of filled the void for me. You know what I'm saying? So started enjoying going to go get those fish, man. It was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it started with those goldfish, and then I started asking the store owner, well, can I put these fish in there? I was talking about the cichlids. Like, can I put those cichlids in
Right.
with those goldfish? He was like, nah. So you know what that did? Made me go get another tank.
Another
I went
tank.
I went and got
Tank
that
number 2.
tank number 2, man. So I went and got them cichlids, and I started learning about those, and it was on from there, man. Started learning hard
Yeah.
lessons, like had to hang on the back filters, but I didn't have that little strainer part on there that where the
Ooh,
water
yeah.
sucks in at. And boom, a fish got sucked up in there. And so I was looking for it, wondering where it was at. So I learned that hard lesson. But, you know, I just started learning as I went, man, and I started progressing. But cichlids is
Yeah.
where it all started at, though.
Nice.
Then,
Jake wants cichlids.
Yeah,
Sure.
once I,
Yeah. We
Go
got
ahead.
a couple cichlids, you know, aside from the
He
angelfish.
wants like a whole tank full.
hey, what's happening,
Maybe.
Craig? You said a tank full? bro, everybody,
Yeah.
they kept
It
saying they
depends.
was mean, they was this. I seen my fair share of mean cichlids, but I also seen some cool cichlids. I seen some that can coincide with each other, and it was cool that I learned that they was mouth brooders. That they kept their babies in their mouth and spit them
Yeah,
out when they was old enough and stuff. So
that's
I
kind of
just
cool.
started. Yeah, that's cool, bro. So
I'd like to watch that. That'd be neat. If anybody's got a question for Car, go ahead and put it in the chat.
I'm
say
Katie's
watching
MTS
it,
is
so
ready.
Katie's
I'll make sure to
watching
catch
it.
it.
See if there's something that we can pop up on the screen for you. I was going to ask you about like fish keeping techniques. Like, as far as your tanks that you have, do you have like salt water and fresh water, or do you have
Yeah,
all of one or the other?
I got 2 salt waters and 2 fresh waters, and then like a makeshift pond that I made outside with like the koi fish. And in one tank I have the cichlids with the pictus catfish, a rubber lip pleco, and I just recently got a bisher. And then in the tank that I have on the screen, that's a
Nice.
community tank, and it has albino corridora, 2 Cinedonis corridoras, a dwarf grummy.
Nice.
It has about 8 X-ray tetras. Has a angelfish. It has a 2 golden wonder killifish, and,
Man.
and some type of swordtail. So they all be cooling in there, man. They
What
be
size
chilling.
is that again?
Which one? The one where all those at? It's like that's a flu ball
Yeah.
flex, man. It's nothing like about a 15. Yeah, I got all small tanks, bro, because
Nice.
I stay in an apartment, so I'm just waiting
Yeah.
to give me some space, man. What is C.A.R? 3 least favorite fish. Man, my 3 least
Yeah.
favorite fish,
Yep.
starting from number 3 is a blood parrot. I don't really like how they look.
Well, I think they're adorable.
I feel the same way. I don't know. They're kind of cute in their goofiness a little bit, but
Yeah, it's just something about that little face. I don't like that.
I'm not sure. We got that
And,
blue one. That blue tiger
yeah.
stripe one is a lot cuter, but the blood ones,
Yeah,
I don't know.
That's because they're devising a plan to come after you.
What's number 2?
it's a goby, an engineer goby. It look like a eel, it's like a snake like fish, but I had that fish, bro, and he kept just jumping everywhere. Like I have all in one, so he'll jump in the back of the all in one. He'll still be in the tank, but he'll just be back there, and I couldn't get him. And he could swim forward and backwards. So that fish gave me hell, bro.
Just like overactive.
Yeah, it was overly active. I even put a lid on the tank. He somehow squeezed between the lid part. I don't know what that fish was doing, bro. He was crazy.
Yeah, just
And
boundly determined to try out dry land. Like, I'm gonna be
yeah,
there.
yeah. And
What's number 1? What's probably your least favorite fish?
I say my least favorite fish, man. I think I'm like funk, man. Them funky. I was finna cuss my back. Them pea puffers, bruh.
Pea puffers?
Yeah,
That's another one that Katie finds adorable.
they cool, bruh. Like, but they don't do
Is it-
nothing.
They just sit there?
Yeah,
they
I
sit
like
and stare
active.
at you.
Yeah, I like really active fish that I done found. Because
Right.
I'm pretty mad at the upside down catfish, the Cinedonis, because I never see them. So once I got that albino corridor, it's always out. It's always on the glass. So I'm like, you know what?
Yeah. Our glass catfish that we have are like that. Barely ever see them. Well, partially because they're mostly clear, but I mean, they only come out when it's time to eat.
Not true.
And
They were
it-
out the other morning.
I don't know. And that goby that you got, kind of
That
go.
just kind of did the disappearing act.
I saw it once so far. I thought it was gone forever, and then just like
Man,
appeared. So that
I had a pea puffer for. I had one before. Like I had bought.
So what is
one,
it? What's it do? It just sits there and
bro, it just sat
Really?
there and ended up dying. Like it didn't do nothing. It was
Man.
just sit in the water. Like a lot of I guess because a lot of the fish that I have, they're active. The cichlids, they always probably chasing each other. Something
Yeah.
like, you know, the plecos, they always on the glass. They be doing their thing. They working. I even like the bison now. Even though he just be sitting there sometimes, you throw some food in there though. He walk over
Yeah.
there, get it. You know, he eat that mug.
yeah, our bisher like kind of lays up in the plants, floating at the top, just hangs out like he's sleeping in a hammock all day, and then
I think you thought he was dead that first time you saw
he
him.
looks like, oh my god, he's just.
He said, "I
floating
know
on weeds.
nobody
He's-
like those."
He's chilling. He's just this nice.
He
And then
said,
you throw food in there, and yeah, that thing can fit like huge pieces of.
Jeff
Food in
said,
there for
"Carl, we
its
can't,
size."
we
Oh,
can't
yeah.
be friends no more." That's
Who
funny.
says that?
Jeff. They
He
talking
don't
about
mean
the
it.
they talking about them pea puffers.
Oh,
Nah, man.
see, that's
I
what
had-
gets
I
hard
had
about
a-
these questions.
But see, I had a what is it, like a spiny puffer or something in the salt
Oh, yep.
water. Yeah, I had one of those. You know, it was pretty cool, but he just was like real finicky, a finicky eater. You know, so
Yeah.
so
Well,
puffers
we have
they
plenty
all
of
right, bro.
snails for pea puffers.
Yeah,
What-
I haven't
what'd
never
you say,
just
Kitty?
seen a pea. How big does the pea puffer get?
I think they're only supposed to get a couple inches depending on what strain it is. Like the
Okay,
figure
okay.
eight or the bumblebee ones.
The guy that we picked
Yeah.
up that 210 from had that little pea puffer in there. It was like, I thought it was cool because it was like this neon yellowish green. I don't
Kind
know.
of like
it
the
was just-
avocado looking puffers.
Yeah, it's like a
For,
green
like,
spotted,
highlights and
like a green spotted pea puffer.
Yep.
Yeah. I thought it
Yeah,
looked really
yeah.
cool. Theirs was only probably inch and a half long.
Yeah, they're not very big. That's another problem with them. You can't see them. You can't really see them mugs if you got, you know, some plants and stuff in them.
So that's what Jeff
Why
came
does
saying. Why does everyone have to hate on the defenseless little pea
Thanks,
puffer?
Jeff. Thank you for sticking up for them.
Bro, it ain't too many
Poor.
other fish out there, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For real, though.
So you got let's see.
I know a fish, though, I wouldn't be another number one is a Arapama. I don't like how they look when they baby, like when they small.
Yeah.
It's not an appealing fish.
Never
Be swimming all
I don't
had
goofy
any
and
experience
stuff.
with them.
I don't think any of
Nah.
us have a tank big enough for one of those.
Big enough, bro. That's another thing. He get too big.
Yeah.
He be swimming all goofy.
Well, that and the money you'd spend on their diet to feed them all the time. Man,
Yeah, that's wicked. That's wicked, doc. What we got next, though? What's the next question?
Katie got a whole list of them.
Uh-oh.
What are some basic do's and don'ts that maybe you've learned over your time being a fish keeper? What?
Do's and don't, man.
Yeah.
Don't
Probably
change
a
my
like
lot.
water.
mistakes you've made
That's
that
probably
you
a
know
lot.
you'll never do them again.
Don't change my water too much. Like,
Right.
or like make sure the water is appropriate temperature. Cause I know on my corridors, man, and I was telling I think J Rock this. When I put some water in there that maybe was too cold or something or too hot, they'll just go in limp mode. They'll just start floating around the tank. And he was like, man, you know, it shouldn't happen. I was like, well, that's my experience though, you know? And I noticed that it only happens when I did a water change. Excuse me. Yeah, it only happened when I did a water change that the two Cinedonis Doris, they'll just go limp and they'll be floating around for like 2 or 3 minutes, and then they'll just bounce back. So that's why I end up putting them in the community tank where the water changes are less drastic, because it's a all in one. And where I had them at was just a 55 with the hang on the back. But yeah, I noticed that, man. I really want, not really, I won't be doing that anymore. So I try to make sure that the water is at least the same temp when I change it out.
Right.
So I'm guessing it probably like shock them or something. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it probably shocks them or something. So
Yeah, I found out
definitely.
earlier on about the goldfish. I got a goldfish one at a fair.
Yeah.
This is before we were together, by the way.
Wasn't mine. It was my daughter's.
They all lie through their
She
teeth.
won one at the fair, brought it home, and sticking it, get in the aquarium and everything. Put a heater in there, and that thing died. And I found out, yeah, they don't like hot water. They won't last long.
Bro. So you can't do it. You can't do it, bro. And shit, I learned to stop trying to put plants in with the cichlids, because they gonna eat them every time. They gonna dig them up. They gonna eat them. So I learned to stop doing that, man.
Yeah.
I say the
that Salvini we have, it's got some plants in there, but it's just ones that are fine if she kicks them around, because she got that thing.
She's our digger.
Dug up and arranged. That's her sandbox. Sally's sandbox.
That's how them cichlids is. They gonna rearrange it however they want to, no matter how much you try to smooth the sand out. They gonna do their own thing, bro. So that's why I just let them be. You feel me? I let them be.
That's where we're gonna try and do like more Anubias and rhizome type plants with them, where we can attach them to the decor.
Yeah.
So
the decor.
And their leaves are a little thicker. Maybe they'll leave them alone, but they definitely won't be able to uproot them or anything, because they won't be in the sand or substrate or whatever we use.
Yeah, definitely. The plants I have in there now, I just have them like in a pot with rocks around them, and the plants are growing outside of the water anyway, so they can't get to the leaves. Yeah, they be knocking into the stem though. They always, doing something, man.
Yeah, there's always plenty of plants you can grow, like just have the roots aquaponic basically into the tank.
Yeah, I have some lucky bamboo and some type of ribbon plant.
Cool.
But those,
we got some
coming out.
lucky bamboo that we do as well, and a lot of pothos.
Yeah, I like the
different kinds of pothos. I have purple heart and wandering dude is what they call it now, to be politically correct.
Yeah.
If I
can't say wandering Jew anymore.
Wow.
Oh man,
I didn't know they had different. I didn't know they had different variants of pothos. But they got golden pothos and.
There's tons.
More.
I have a.
Yeah, it's some more.
Golden pothos is pretty more common. What's the other one that you just got, Katie?
Well, I have a pink princess. I have a black cardinal. And then I have the black and white variegated one in the house. There's a bunch of them in the house.
Spider plants, though, man. You ever get into spider plants? They go crazy in aquariums.
Yeah, I'm about to check them out, man.
Plus, they they just shoot out like roots.
We should ship them some.
Yeah, some
got them
spider
here in the background. I'm gonna,
yeah,
show you here, dude. Gonna expand ours a little bit, and I'll point to them. I'll grab one and bring it up close.
All right, for sure.
We took the babies off and ran them in a bog system with our goldfish, and it was so jam-packed in the trough we had them in that when I pulled them out, you could see like the shape of the trough and everything.
Yeah.
Click on.
Oh, mine.
Oh, I know what I did. I must have removed myself, huh?
Probably.
There we go.
Switcheroo.
Yeah, so shoot. It's got runners shooting off.
Okay,
These are the
okay.
babies, and you can take them off and just stick them in water, and they'll root. We just put them
Ah,
in our
yeah.
bog system, or you can put them in a plant holder for the aquarium or whatever. Just make sure the leaves don't go in the water, that the fish can get to the leaf part.
Okay, okay. It's toxic to them.
Other, some it, some people had said it was toxic. We just keep them
Yeah.
out. Root wise, they can go in there, but it tends to, when the leaves go into the water, they deteriorate and they start to kind of rot.
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Turn translucent. Yeah. Yeah, the ribbon plant leaves, they kind of look like that, just not as narrow.
Now, the one we showed you is just one or two plants in a pot that we took out of that bog system this last summer and transplanted. So I think we ended up with 30 some plants just in the bog system to make baskets with.
Ah, okay, okay. Yeah, nah. I like them. Those grow lights up there too?
Yep.
On top
Yeah,
of the
they're
plants? Those grow lights?
Screw-in ones. Yeah, the grow
Oh,
lights.
yeah.
They got like 4 wings that fold out and rotate.
Ah, yeah. That's what I need to put
Screw-in light bulbs.
inside of on top of my, I put some plants inside of an aquarium, an empty aquarium, and I put some soil and stuff in the bottom. I just really did it for like humidity, but the plants been taking off. I put some pothos in there, some dumb cane, and some a pear plant, and they all been taking off.
Cool.
Taking off.
I like the hair plant. Is that
The
the
hair
same
plant?
as the one we got inside?
Nah,
No.
prayer plant.
Oh,
Prayer.
prayer plant? Yeah, that's
Yeah,
Yeah, I
prayer.
have a print one out here and then the one that's yours inside.
right.
Yeah, I ain't too much on the scientific names, man. I'm no expert, you know.
We aren't
no.
either. I
Just
want
a regular
layman
regular.
There's
term.
different ones.
Yeah, I'm just
Yep.
a regular
We
guy,
got
man.
one that was called a hair plant. I thought,
The ponytail?
oh, ponytail. I was thinking hair plant, but yeah, it's like
Well, it's close.
it's just wispy, kind of grass-looking stuff.
Yeah,
I thought it was called hair
sure.
plant.
Do y'all do any breeding? I know y'all was breeding some with angelfish.
Yeah, we're trying. Our last batch didn't
Trial
make
and
it
error.
again.
Yeah, trial and error. That's what it is, man. You learn, like we all learning. So
Got
So I like
further
about
on
it.
this last step, so maybe next time it'll be even better. So I'm getting a little better with each batch. Just trying to
how do y'all collect
keep
the
'em living.
eggs?
Take whatever they may have laid them on. The last batch was in their own tank, and they laid them on the glass, so I just had to leave those. Those didn't really do anything. The batch that actually hatched last time, they laid down a thermometer, so I was able
Yeah.
to pull that out. But I think I messed with them too much. Other factors, I guess. A lot of them hatched. They just didn't make it more than probably a week and a half.
Yeah,
the
that's
hatch.
one of the don'ts I learned about the saltwater tank is you have to leave it alone, man. Because I kept messing with my coils, and I kind of disturbed them, and I guess they didn't like that. So some of them start kind of they got STN and that's slow tissue necrosis. So they just start deteriorating.
Yeah.
So I just learned, bro. You gotta leave them alone. Once they happy, they in the spot they like. Just let them be. You know.
Well, we took them out and we stuck them. The only thing we had that was small and available was a fish bowl. Well, I couldn't see them in there. It was like looking at a fish bowl, man. You can't see
It
anything.
magnified in the wrong spots.
So I took that out, put them in
okay.
a breeder box. So I was moving them there once, and then they hatched. But I was trying to clean it up too much because it was like a small
Yeah.
breeder box, and every time I do that, I kind of disturb things too much. So
Yeah.
now we got a 5-gallon glass aquarium that we're going to use. So
So they real
if we do
delicate.
get eggs, we
delicate.
can just drop them in there
Right.
and just don't touch them. We got sponge filtration on it, and it's
Yeah, I
think
never
that'll-
dealt with
that'll
any
work better.
fish eggs before, so I'm looking forward to that.
yeah.
Had bought me a
Live
breeder
breeders.
box. So yeah. Yeah, no, I had some guppies breed like crazy, but you know how that was already.
Oh yeah.
We do have one swordtail fry that's made it really well. He's bigger than a neon tetra now, and he was the only one that made it from getting eaten.
Yeah.
The breeder box kind of, it was one of those suction cup ones. Suction cups gave way, and they kind of escaped most of them, all but one, and so they got eaten up. And so I took the one that we did have and put it into our shrimp tank. We have a 10-gallon tank with just shrimp, neocardina shrimp in it.
Yeah.
And kept him in there until he was too big, where we thought he'd probably be eating a lot more shrimp than anything.
Yeah, you got pretty big.
Got him
pretty
until he
quickly.
was about the size,
So
a little bit
big.
smaller than the neon tetra, and put him in with the tetra tank now. So he's doing good.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
saying he, but I'm thinking it's probably going to be a she. I think it's been long enough now. He should have had a.
Maybe.
She would have had a tail. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Okay. So the males don't have
Sword.
tails.
Males have the
You
tail.
know, the
that-
long sword tip on the tail was only
Yeah.
on the males.
Oh, okay. Okay, for sure.
I think it
Yeah, I got
takes
one-
like 3 to 4 months for that to show up. I think, from what I've heard.
I got one swordtail fish, like black and orange. I don't know what kind. It
Yeah. Got mostly orange with a little black on it for a female, and then the male, the father of this one, is completely black, except for a little bit of blue speckling on top, and
Yeah.
big white eyeballs. He looks like a Muppet to me, so we call him Gonzo. You can see his eyes like from across the room. He's only like 1.5 inches long, and I'm 12 feet away. I can still see his eyes are just boom.
Yeah.
It was so sad when the babies were born. You could see there was like a duplicate of him, and then of course mom had to eat him.
Yeah.
Ah, damn.
So this one is kind of a combo of both. He's like, he or she is black on the sides and orange stripe all the way down the back.
Yeah. Ah, nah, that's cool, bro. Like I say, I ain't never got to deal with that, but I'm looking forward, man. What you finna say?
Yeah. Well, for sure. To me, it's like the spider plants we showed you. Like we
Yeah.
can buy one spider plant and pretty much get as many as we want after that by growing
Man,
them
I
up.
think that's what-
And
I think that's why
it'd
the-
be cool
the-
with fish.
Yeah. I think that's why this hobby is really could be profitable if you was trying to go that route, because you buy a parent and they multiply, or you buy a plant and it multiplies. So it's not like you have to keep buying a product for you to make more money. You could just buy that mug one time. As long as you keep it alive, it's gonna propagate.
Right.
I was just hoping to, we only have 2 sword tails, but I'd like some more. But
Well, she
hopefully
is
we
pretty
can.
full. She just doesn't want to let loose.
Yeah, we got different breeder box now. It won't fall down in there and lose them.
Oh,
But
okay.
I'd like to have more, but it'd be cool if we just don't have to go to the store to buy them.
Yeah,
What does
for
Skull
sure.
say on here? I have some, Nezi swords?
Yep.
Didn't get their tails until almost a year old. Okay,
Okay.
so it could be either or.
Good to know.
That's some good info. That's some news y'all could use.
So how about a little bit of promotional time here for you? I'm going to say it again. If you haven't checked out C.A.R's channel, go ahead and check them out. Somebody's got it.
I'm going up to look for it.
Katie's going to try, whoever's going to find the link first is going to put it up on the screen.
Yeah,
Definitely check out his channel. Give him the subscribers. Give him the support he needs. And if you don't mind, if you got time to do it for us too, we'd appreciate that as well.
Yeah,
We're hitting
man.
up
Y'all go
almost
support.
400.
Go on and let people know how y'all say y'all first name. I know a lot of people be having questions on, is it Hagen or Hagen?
Oh,
It's like the ice cream.
yeah, Hagen.
Hagen.
It's Katie's last
Hagen
name.
Hill Design.
Yeah, My last name is Hill. Her last name is Hagen.
Okay.
I knew her for probably 3 years, I think, before I knew how to properly say her last name.
Yeah. Well, y'all heard it, man.
I was calling. I'm
It's
like,
Hagen.
hey, you related to Jeff Hagen? There's an electrician here in town.
Who I graduated
Yeah.
with, so
I'm
it was
like,
kind of.
I thought maybe that's her brother. I mean, they kind of had
Yeah.
the same kind of attitude and such, and sense of humor. I'm like, that's got to be. I'm like, you know Jeff Hagen? Is it your brother or something?
Nah,
No,
for real though.
we're Hagens. I'm like, it's funny.
Like the
we got
ice cream.
a small.
She probably
We
been
got a
saying that
small
all her
town
life.
that's
Like
like-
the ice cream.
There's a town south of here, maybe I don't know, 12 miles or so on the freeway, and it's
Yeah.
just a tiny little town. It's called Hagen, but it's Haugen. So when she said that, I'm like, well, it's not how you spell Hagen. It's supposed to have the umlauts on top of the A.
Yeah.
This is
What
a
it- what it-
German name, so
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Hey man, yeah, what Fathom said, man, gonna get your boy 10 more subs. Let's give me the 200 today. For real. We had
You
just
almost
hit
did
190
200?
last night. Yeah, we had just
Nice.
hit 190 last night.
You should be able to get that done today.
All of this stuff posted this way.
Yeah, man, I appreciate all the plugins, man. Like they say, y'all
Oh,
make
yeah.
sure y'all go
Not a
sub up
problem.
the Hagen Hills Designs, man. They showing much love out here. Great people. Y'all make
Yeah,
sure
we
y'all
appreciate
showing
it.
support. You
We're
say I'm
reaching a
Jake
milestone
doing Jake
ourselves
things.
here a little bit of ways, but
Your shirt buddy. You say I'm Jake doing Jake things. You feel me? Jake from State Farm.
no State Farm.
No State Farm.
I hate
say,
State
"Nah,
Farm.
He said it's all state. Y'all in good hands, man.
Yeah. I got fired. I think Drake took over, wasn't it? Isn't it Drake from State Farm now?
No,
Or
they
is it
still
still-
call him Jake. He's
I swear they said Drake last
well,
time.
maybe
so.
it's different. I'm not sure.
Might
There's a
be,
couple
you never
different
know.
new State
He
Farm
replaced
people,
me.
but he
He
still wears
replaced-
khakis.
I wouldn't
Oh,
wear
that's
them
funny.
damn khakis anymore. I said, screw that. I'm wearing jeans. And like, nah.
Hey, y'all don't be on Rumble?
We do have Rumble. I don't know if I still have it attached. I used to have
Yeah,
it just
man.
automatically attached to the YouTube channel, but I recently bought a subscription to a music platform that lets me like get just
Oh, what happened to him? He must press the wrong button. All right, y'all. So this is my show now. We on the C.A.R Hill Design Show. So I'm gonna show y'all my puns today. And oh yeah, I'm Jake now too. Y'all call me Jake. I'm the black Jake, so you just call me Blake. You feel me? Nah, I'm messing with you. You say the hills disappear, car take over. Yeah, it's already a takeover, man. Got the whole car club in here, man. So hold on, Jake pulled a big. We gonna get them counsel. Nah, bro. I can't hear you, Katie. If you're talking, I can't hear you. All right, y'all.
The reason they can't hear you, Katie, is because the microphone's hooked through this computer.
Oh,
So I just
that
put
makes
you up
sense.
there so people had something to look at while I totally screwed it up.
We got Blake Hills Design. Yeah, I told him this was the black Jake. Now I'm Blake. I'm not Jake.
Like,
Oh shit, man. It's all good though.
man, I was for some reason I don't know. I was gonna look at that music channel that I was talking about that I subscribed to, and
Clicked off of it.
don't think I have it hooked up to go with Rumble yet.
Yeah.
Well, it's like I gotta register my Rumble account with them as well, so that because everything I post on YouTube goes straight onto Rumble right away.
Oh,
Like
okay,
it's all
okay.
paired, or however they call it. I don't know, but
Yeah, Rumble, you get
I do
paid.
have a
You
channel over there.
monetize. Yeah, you monetize automatic, like right off the jump on Rumble. Like you don't have to have any a
I just
minimum of
weren't getting any
subscribers or
views
anything.
on that at all.
Oh, okay.
Red
It's because
says
ain't
that was
nobody
one
really
quick water
know.
change.
Quick water change, yeah.
Nah, for real.
Clicking
Oh
on the
yeah, man.
wrong stuff.
Do me another plug. I know y'all see the Urban Styles on the screen, man. If you need some new threads, that's where you need to head. That's my
Urban
That's one of
Styles.
my
I was
bros.
wondering
Yeah,
what
that's
that
one of my
was.
bros' clothing stores down here in Dallas, Texas. 2711 South Buckner, man. He got a website too online that you can order from. So you want to get you some, some new gear for the year. You need to be here. You feel me? So
Urban Styles.
yeah,
It's a
man.
website.
So yeah, he has a website, Urban Style. It's shopunbanstyles.com. Y'all can go over there, check him out,
Okay,
man. He got some of the freshest gear. It's the Dallas #1 swag shop. So y'all go check him out, man.
go check them out
Yeah, yeah,
for
yeah.
sure.
For sure.
Did you see Shady's comment?
You're on, so you're on Twitch as well, and you're on Rumble,
Yeah.
and definitely YouTube. So is
Yeah,
it just the
definitely
same
too.
kind of name that we can search you on, like Twitch and Rumble as well? Just
Yeah, yeah.
scroll
I
across
integrated
Aquatic Reef.
everything. Yeah, sir. So I integrated
Okay,
everything, made it
right
easier.
on.
But I was using the Twitch for the music, so you may see it under locos also, but it should say Coil Aquatic Reef though. You see the fish, you know it's me.
Nice.
But for sure, man.
So there's the link there. Thank you, Curtis, for putting that up there. It's
Man,
for Urban
appreciate
Styles.
y'all. Appreciate
Yes,
y'all,
thanks
man.
to our moderators.
Yeah, yeah, I got some good mods, man. They be modding. Car, I done subbed and resubbed 10 times, but the sub count didn't change. Hey, man, what you trying to do to the Aggie rhythm, man? To the Aggie.
Messing with the Aggie.
Yeah, leave the Aggie alone, please.
Quit screwing with the Aggie, please. Just leave
Nah,
that
man.
Aggie be.
Let it be, please, because, bruh, they already be talking about it be unsubbing the people on its own, but I don't know how true
Oh,
that is. Like Steven,
we keep getting like,
Stephen P said, man, I pocket unsubbed you, so my bad.
we get
Nah,
we get
people, you
subs,
get
and
pocket.
then they. What's that?
No, you get a pocket. I say, you get a pocket dial. Well, I pocket
Oh yeah.
unsubbed you.
Yeah, so I sat on my phone. Not
Yeah, then
sub. My
unsubbed.
bad.
My bad, man.
Well, I thought I was swiping up to
Yeah,
the next short, and I accidentally hit the unsub button.
the unsubbed didn't even dislike your stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, what's happening, first class? And what Anthony done slid through.
That's why I figure that all the unlikes I get is because somebody accidentally tapped on the thumbs down. So that's all right. We're all
Hey.
human.
I will be totally honest. When I'm trying to scroll on my phone, that or I don't even touch my screen and something selects itself. But I go back and fix it at least.
You know what?
Oh, okay.
Public service announcement. Please be careful where you put your thumb, your finger, index, middle, pinky, any of them. Even the ring finger.
Yeah.
Heck, if you don't have hands and you're using your toes, watch where you're swiping, please.
Nah, for real.
We need tap awareness month. Like it's a real problem. People just like half asleep in bed, and their nose is touching, and
All
unsubscribe with their
phone,
nose, falling asleep
falling on
on
their face.
Yeah.
Please
All kind of
shut
stuff.
down the YouTube app before you fall asleep.
The magic thumb. He was on some live. Somebody said they thumb smelled weird.
Oh, that's probably not a good thing. Careful where
Wash
you're
your
sticking
thumbs,
it.
people. Wash your
Wash.
thumbs.
You've got to wash your thumb. I can't. Is that red? No,
Bro, I
red.
can't deal with y'all, bro.
You've got to wash your thumb. I can't. Oh,
Okay.
this little
I
red.
can't deal with y'all, bro.
What's his name? Red. From Sanford and Son.
Red Sanford.
Yeah.
No,
He
it's
said
not
getting weird in
Sanford.
here.
That's his real name. You know, he does that stand-up comedy routine about washing something else.
Oh, bro.
Well, the guy from Sanford and Son.
So I'm curious, being you're in Texas
Can't remember his name.
and Vibes is down your way. He goes hunting in local areas. Do you like to go hunting too and then keep the fish you catch if you do? Or do you just like to do local fish stores?
Yeah, I haven't really got into go into the local lakes and stuff and then catch stuff and bring it back. I haven't got that far yet, but I would love to do something like that. So for now, it's just me going to the local fish store and bringing the fish back. But I want to do something like that. Have one of them big nets and see what I catch and bring it back. I plan on doing stuff like that with my kids so we can get more outdoors. Jake, pressing buttons again, man. Yeah, I ain't gonna be able to hear you right now. Fuck, let's go bowling a lot. He said, "Fuck, no." It's called collecting Katie. Hunting is for deer, pheasants, and boar. Yeah, Shady. Yeah, and I don't really do no hunting, man. I haven't did any hunting for wildlife. I can't hear you though, Katie, if you're talking. You probably gonna have to like switch the mic to your phone mic or whatever microphone that whatever other device you have hooked up. Yeah, she did it again, Britney Spears style, bro. Car hunting that I gotta see. Nah, for sure. I do some hunting like those wild hog hunts with the dogs. Have those vests on the pit bulls. I do something like that.
It's because
Hey, welcome back.
that's because I removed this one from stage, and her sound is connected through that one. Wow. I know eventually I'll get the hang of this whole StreamYard thing, but till then you're going to deal with disappearing acts,
Yeah.
silent acts, some mime. I'm really good at
Hey, that-
miming.
That's how you do though. You get it right, man. You gotta know how to mess it up to fix it. You know.
Right.
As we were saying, do's and don'ts you've learned earlier. This
Yeah,
will be one on the
yeah.
list.
Don't let Jake hold the controls. Yeah, that's the don'ts.
Right?
No,
No, I'm messing with you, man.
I just like clicking on stuff. I don't know what it is. I just like the sound of the mouse makes. You know,
Aquafunk said, Jake, you need to watch where you put your fingers, man.
I've been told that before, you know. Mostly by your... I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to keep it safe. I'm not going to...
Yeah, you the eye like,
be
hey,
nice.
what's up, though, man? What
That's
y'all
about the
got
time I
next
should
on the
hit the
chart?
like button.
Yeah, man.
What's your largest tank you've ever kept? Or you want to
Shoot.
keep if you haven't gotten it?
That I want to keep? No, you can't tell a fish keeper that. Ask the fish keeper that. What I want to keep is going to be the biggest that I could get. But, the largest I have kept is the 55. But, realistically, I get my house, in the house, I wouldn't mind having something like 300, something like that. Inside of my house. Because I know I'll have to have like a lower level to have something like an 800 or something like that, man. That's a lot of water, bro.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of weight
Yeah, it's a
on the
lot of
floor
weight
if
too.
you're not
Yeah,
on the
yeah.
ground level or basement level or something.
Unless I
That's
could
kind
be
of why
like,
we have them in our shop.
so I could be like Buddy from Polar Reef, where he got that 15,000 gallon inside his crib though. I do
Wow.
something like that. Yeah, it's a saltwater tank. Shh, he got coral and fish in there, man. I do something
That's
like that
huge.
though. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I definitely do something like that. 15,000 gallons. But like I said, I have to have the right structure and everything, bro.
All
But
right, since Jeff is gonna get all upset, this is we'll just do
Shake
it
is
this
about
way.
to get punched. Dang. She changed the title. Yeah,
All
yeah,
right,
Funk.
this
She wrote
if
that.
Jeff had his way, this would be the only view that we'd have the entire time.
Yeah, Jake, get out of here. I mean, not Jake,
Well,
Jeff.
you don't get to see no car, no Jake, just Katie.
Oh, come on. Put the car back up.
All right.
Nah, he say that's Jeff's way, man. That's how Jeff like it.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, that's what's up, though, man. What about y'all? What's the largest tank y'all keep?
It's not set up, but it's our 210.
210.
Yeah. Right now, the
Um,
biggest one we got with fishing is 75. Well, we got the 110, 110 gallons stock pond, but as far as actual aquariums, the 75 is the biggest right now with water,
okay.
active fish in it. The 210 is something that, of a project, needs a lot of cleaning yet.
Yeah, that's the only thing about those big tanks, man. It takes a lot of maintenance, you know.
Cleaning and
But we have to still
getting the
take the
place
caulk
ready.
out of it, the old substrate that it came with. We took off the background it came with because it was all chipping. It was just
Okay.
styrofoam with like silicone on the back of it. And it was going to be
Yeah.
a hazard to keep the tank clean, so I decided just take it out of there. Plus, there's more room for fish. And it's already blacked out
okay.
on the back anyway. So,
You see
Yeah.
what Shady you see what Shady was saying? He said that's called collecting, Katie. Hunting is for deer, pheasants, and more.
yeah, I hunt.
Yeah,
And
see,
I fish.
I haven't
That's the one I read.
dipped into the hunting side. He said I talk like Daffy Duck all through the vibes. Shit. Yeah, I haven't got into any hunting yet, but like I was saying though, I wouldn't mind doing like boar hunting with the dogs. You know, how you have the vest on them and stuff.
You gotta be
Wouldn't
really
mind doing
careful.
that. Yeah.
The boars
See, I've
get
never done
crazy.
it,
It's
so
almost
I
worse
wouldn't
than
know.
bear hunting up here for the violence.
Dang, that's crazy. That's probably why I've never really just dipped into that side, bro. Kind of like self-aware.
Though
Know
the
how to
fun
stay out of
part
danger.
about boar hunting, I would like
Right.
to do the night hunting with night vision. And then you
Yeah.
get the tracers when you shoot at them, so you know
Ah,
if
yeah.
you're
Like
hitting
a
No,
them.
that's cool.
helicopter.
Yeah, that's cool.
They,
That's cool.
they shoot out of a helicopter and like
No, you're on the ground in trucks and stuff, and
Special
you're,
ops, just-
kind of like in your blinds.
gunning them down like crazy.
And then you have your cameras up,
Yeah.
your infrared
They-
cameras.
yeah,
They be doing that
Yeah.
when they take over those golf course. They get too
Yep.
many on the golf course.
Yep.
They get-
Yeah, there's companies down south that get employed to take most of the hog population away because they're wrecking the farmlands.
Yeah, vegetation and stuff. Yeah. They be eating
Yep.
all the crops, bro. Definitely, man. But nah, I would love to do some collecting also. Plan on doing a little something like that. Y'all do any collecting right now?
Not for fish. We're collecting to put stuff in the 210, like driftwood, rocks, stuff like that right now.
Yeah.
Later on down the road, we're gonna try and do. We're not supposed to collect fish around here; it's illegal. So
Okay.
most of them.
Do y'all boil y'all driftwood before y'all put it in, or y'all just drop it in the tanks?
Well, the last ones we just put them in, and they did get a lot of algae from them, but
but it took a while.
Yeah.
it was just smaller pieces. That big piece we have, I don't know how we boil it. It's
Yeah, we'd
I
need
don't
our
know,
stock tank to
3
boil
feet
it.
long or something.
Yeah.
So
For sure.
we'll just stick it in and see what happens. I don't know. It should sink. It's pretty dense.
Oh yeah, it was sitting in the creek for a long time.
Yeah.
Nah, for sure, for sure.
Get little creatures crawling out of it. Who knows? I don't think anything that's gonna really hurt the fish. I don't. Pretty clean creeks around here. There's a lot that I want to talk to you about some more, man, but I don't know if we should keep on going. You got plans at all, or
Hey,
I know
it's
how
on y'all,
long your
bro.
streams usually go.
Bro, for hours. That's why I really be doing it too late at night though, cause my kids be asleep. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I would try to wait for them to calm down, man, cause they 3 and 7. So
yeah,
they busy bodies, man.
I bet.
They
Yeah,
busy bodies.
I know how that is. I've been there at least, But my
Yeah.
daughter now, she's gonna be 19 this year. She's in college, and
Oh, okay, you
my
did
boy,
it. Yeah.
he's
Shit.
he's
Could be
12, 11 or 12
Yeah.
now.
Oh, for sure.
Around the boy,
So
but
they older. Yeah, all they do is be going back and forth with each other.
oh yeah,
And Mark
they
said
get-
tracer, no damn tracers rounds are illegal over here.
chase around.
I was having the Viper, MC.
Season here, nice.
Do you have any advice for others that they might not have encountered throughout fish keeping that you may have encountered that you'd like to share?
Nah, I can't even say I do, man, because I haven't like just been one-on-one with anybody professional that done gave me like good advice. So I can't just be like, yeah, I got the best advice for you. So I haven't met anybody or got it. Dang, the fish over there being aggressive. But yeah,
think
I
we're in
haven't
the same
never.
boat.
Yeah, nah, man,
I probably
I'm not
answer
gonna
that
sit
the
up
same
here.
way.
No, I'm not gonna sit up here and just be like, I got some good advice. All I could say though is, don't let people deter you away from the hobby, like trying to say it's expensive or it's hard or anything, because you can get in here and learn, and you could get you some good equipment for a decent price, and you could start this hobby up and really succeed in it. So
Yeah,
yeah, like
Even if
MC
you
said,
buy it-
learn from your mistakes, man. And I feel like if you get around some good quality people like the fish fam, people in the fish fam, you could go further, quicker, because people gonna steer you in the right direction. Now, I'm not saying listen to every advice you hear, but you're gonna
Right.
get some pretty good advice from people.
yeah, you're gonna get the general idea, anyways, from most of us that don't take one person's word for it. And that's
Yeah,
kind of a
exactly.
common theme that a lot of us have. So, because we do it the same way, we listen to each other, learn from each other, learn on our own, show what we've done, and that's just part of it. But I'm
Like
at this
Ju-
stage too. I don't have any like big points of advice to anyone other than kind of what you were saying.
Nah, man, just come in this hobby and have fun, bro. Like, get the fish you like. You have the appropriate size take for the fish. And just do your thing, bro. Like Funk said, don't listen to people on YouTube. They all liars. They lie through their teeth, bro.
Do your research.
Do your own
Learn
research.
as much as you can. Every
Don't
which
just-
way you possibly can find. Learn it
Yeah.
all.
Don't just
Get it.
trust the first site you go to. Don't just stop at Wikipedia. Try to get you some more credible sources where you get your information from.
Yeah, and always start with salt water. If you're going to be brand new, just be salt water, and do a lot of clownfish. I heard, and lots of weird, expensive coral. If you're gonna get into this aquarium, I'm
would
talking
recommend
like
that.
5-6-year-olds into that range. They should really
Hey, what's that,
focus on like
malefish?
color spectrum of their lighting, and get them a way to check the salinity. Get him to learn by taste. They can just
Hey,
taste how
hey,
salty it
man,
is.
y'all might want to bring Katie back, cause he
Yeah.
up here. He gonna
I
have
know
y'all
they're
in
getting
there.
all upset now. She's all gone. Like, what happened to Katie?
I do not recommend you going to do that, boy.
No, definitely not. Can't tell that's a
Nah,
joke,
cause
then you're about to find out it was a joke. Go ahead and try it
exactly.
then. You think it's not a joke, then yeah, do it.
Nah, and that's something though I learned too about the saltwater game. It's not as hard as they say, cause you once you get everything, this what I've seen. Freshwater is like everything could start off bad. I mean, everything could be like good, and then it start off bad, and then in the
Hmm.
saltwater, or other way around. In the saltwater, it could start off bad and end up good. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying? Like,
Right. It takes a while to establish.
yeah. In the saltwater, you may think that everything is going good, then gradually stuff will start going wrong.
Hmm.
In the freshwater, it may be bad at first, and then it gradually gets good.
I've heard that salt water, like the nitrogen cycle and the cycling of the tank, just takes as longer of a process to
Yeah, but it seemed like
get it
you could
going.
you could think everything is established, or everything may be stable at first, and
Hmm.
then once you add a little too much or something, or you add this element and not enough this element, then stuff goes out of whack. Freshwater, you're not really adding any elements, like trace elements or anything.
Yeah.
You kind of just letting that replenish back with your water changes whenever people do them. Or I really don't know if people add chemicals throughout their freshwater, you know, in
Some
between water
people do.
changes. Yeah, I
Some
really
people
don't
do.
know.
We really don't, other than some things like, dechlorinator or whatever. And even
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
not
yeah.
even a big issue, depending on how much water you change. But we do for good measure. But um,
Yeah, that's about the
I think
only thing
salt
I
water
had.
is just for us something that we're like gonna have to try later on, because there are a lot of saltwater fish that are just really cool looking fish that you don't see
Yeah,
anywhere in
I
freshwater.
would get in
Just
trouble with a
opens up
saltwater tank.
a completely different realm of different species of fish, and I like that aspect of it. So I think eventually we'll try one out.
yeah, you definitely have to be patient in the saltwater because, like I say, it could gradually get worse on you versus that fresh water. It's gonna start off good, or it could start off bad and end up good.
Yeah, I could see like
So say if you
saltwater being something that guy maybe keep on top of a little bit more for certain things.
yeah, 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 like if you mess around and add too much um ROD what is it, RODI
Or
water or tap
Hmm.
water or something, then your salinity may drop. So you kind of gotta stay on top of your salinity, and then some of your trace elements, like magnesium, phosphate,
Hmm.
calcium, stuff like that. If you have coils in the tank, then it's gonna suck up those nutrients. So you gotta replenish them somehow. And I was really trying to think what was a natural way to replenish those trace elements, and I really don't know any. So that's where I had to kind of lean more towards a chemical that had all of
Right.
those trace elements in one. So I could just dose the tank versus the fresh water. I don't have to do that. Like I've been having these same cichlids for 2 to 3 years now, and they've been cool. And the only thing I didn't add was dechlorinator, to
Hmm.
the tap water that I'm adding back in there. But other than that, well, I was telling people I must have some pretty good tap water because I've been in the same area since I had these fish, and they've been surviving, man. I had one
Yeah.
issue where I had went and got a picked this catfish, and I believe it had some type of parasite in it, and the yellow cichlid started getting like hole in the head, and then I treated it. Yeah, I had treated it with this stuff. I had started dosing this stuff. I don't know if you can
What
see
you got
that.
there? Yeah.
A micro
What's that
lift.
called?
It's a micro lift Artemis. I started dosing some of that. I had took the carbon
Mm-hmm.
out, and he was good, bro. He bounced back. Like, I guess I caught it before it had a chance to like really take a hold on him, because I just noticed like an irritated red spot on his head. So I was like, I'm not
Okay.
even finna wait. I went on ahead and got on
Right.
top of it, and shit. He bounced back. His skin never opened up or anything, but I could tell something was
Cool.
wrong with him. But that's about really the only problems that I done had, or is,
Freshwater to me seems like it's a little more simpler of a
yeah,
process
it
for
is.
those very reasons. Just a
It
lot
is,
more
it
going
is,
on in
man.
the water. But I think that for people that get to know the process, it
All right,
probably
vibes.
becomes something
Appreciate
like
it.
anything else. They learn it and it becomes easy once you learn it and you start doing it. But getting over from becoming just freshwater to doing some saltwater seems kind of major when you don't really have a clue about it at all, like we do. So it's kind of
Do
daunting.
do y'all do any like preventive maintenance, or like far as putting something like that in your tank to keep your fish from catching the disease, or do you kind of like wait till you start seeing symptoms before you start dosing?
Quarantine right off the bat when we get fish from the fish store. We don't add them into the other tanks.
Mhm.
So it's anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks.
Yeah, we try to quarantine for a month.
But we don't dose
So that
unless we notice something if they come from the shop with something.
okay. That's kind of like one of the conversations that we've been having the past couple of streams. Excuse me. That was one of the questions we've been having come up past couple of streams, because sometimes when you wait until your fishes, you start seeing symptoms, sometimes it may be too late. So what I
Right.
noticed on the back of this bottle, it has a preventive dosage. So you can add it maybe, once a month, and it'll keep your fish from getting a disease. Because from what we've been talking about, the parasites and bacteria lives in the water anyways,
Right.
all the time. So the
Yep.
only time your fish may catch something is when it gets stressed out. You may not have to
Yeah.
always add a new fish in for your fish to catch something. He may be getting picked on, water parameters changed, and then he gets stressed out, and then boom, that parasite leaches on to him, or that
Yeah.
bacteria. So we was kind of thinking about it in that sense, and a lot of people were saying, "Nah, I kind of wait till I see symptoms." So what if we could prevent it from happening, since it already lives in the water? Or like,
Well,
what's your guys' takes on it? Do you think it already lives in the water?
I think that's the way it is with ick. I think
Yeah.
that just seems to kind of be a parasite that's around, and especially when stress comes in, then they're more susceptible to things. I haven't really dealt with any other parasite other than we had some bait fish that we bought, not for bait, but for just to kind of keep in
Yeah.
an outdoor pond, just to see what they would do. Uh, there was a group that we had in a 10-gallon tank where it died from a worm.
Okay.
Oh, it
When it
looked like
came
a
out, and
fettuccine noodle.
I thought there was like a chunk of plastic or something in the tank. I pulled it out, and it was like slightly moving. It was really gross, but
It was a worm.
yeah, it was like a tapeworm, like a flat worm, white.
Man,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
It looked
Yeah,
like soggy pasta.
Yeah, it was
I
pretty
deal
gross.
with stuff like that in the reef tank too. It was look like bristle worms. They call them bristle worms, or they have different
Yeah.
flat worms and stuff. But I had
Well,
noticed something like
I
that in
think it
my
was
reef
all on
tank.
the inside, like a gutworm type
Oh, okay,
parasite.
okay.
Because the
And I
thing got really fat, and was
We thought it was
pretty soon
pregnant.
they're all like
that's what I thought my Pictus
messing with it and
catfish
stuff.
was.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
I
thought my
thought
Pictus catfish was pregnant, because when I got it from the store, she was real. swollen. So I thought I had one. Like I'm finna have some baby, pick this catfish babies. Man,
Yeah.
that fish had got sick. It had got like some bubbles all over his body, and then started acting weird. But when it died, that's when the cichlid started getting hold in the head. So it must have a parasite inside of it.
Yeah.
It was just crazy experience, but I
Well, we've
learned how
done
to
some
deal with it.
research on that too, of doing like a preventative dosing during the quarantine period that's supposed
Uh,
to rid any kind of parasites and stuff. We just
yeah,
haven't done that yet. We were kind of looking into it. But so far, this has worked for us. We haven't really had any deaths due to illness doing it this way so far. But it only takes that one time. But
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
if you keep a close watch on them, like we do in quarantine, like we check them out every day. We take notice of anything. And there's some stuff like internal parasites you're not going to see as easily, as something that's
Yeah,
external. So that's the
exactly,
part that
exactly,
scares me, I guess. Stuff
exactly.
you can't see. But if you look at their
Unlike
behavior,
bacteria,
right?
like a bacteria, fungus, or something.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I do a lot of tank watching. Like even when I'm on live, I may just be in the chat. I may not always be on cam, but I'm looking at my fish on screen also, just
Mm-hmm.
watching their behavior. So if I'm doing that daily, soon as one starts swimming abnormally or I see a spot on them, I notice that because I kind of pay attention to them. I know it'd be a little harder when you have a lot more tanks or
Oh yeah,
but sure.
yeah. It definitely gets
The
harder.
few I got, bro, I be watching them. So,
Mm-hmm.
so do y'all like bigger fish or more nano
So
fish?
far, most of our fish are nano fish. Got a couple big goldfish. We have a couple fish that are gonna get big, and we got a big old pleco we saved from somebody. That's
Yeah.
probably the biggest fish, like a
Yeah,
12
he's over a
incher.
foot
But
long now.
Okay,
I
okay.
don't know, kind of like a little bit of both. I myself am more of a smaller fish guy. I kind of like a larger community. I'm really into tetras, so
Yeah. I like
kind of
the
like
tetra.
that look.
A first class fish said it doesn't live in the water, but Alloneris most likely does. Parasites don't. Okay.
It's good to know.
Does
Good.
that include if you do a dirted tank, if you use mud from local creeks?
That's why I like talking about this type of stuff because that's the only way you're gonna know. You're gonna gather the information is if you talk about it. Some people may know, some may not. We might run across a biologist or something one day, and he let us know
Right.
what's real until we, we
Well, it,
thinking
it makes
otherwise, and he come along and be like, "Nah, this is exactly how it is." So
it makes sense to
I
me that
learned, bro.
that healthier a fish is, the less susceptible that it will take on a parasite or get a
Yeah,
bacterial disease. I think just like any living creature, the stronger immunity and the more healthy you are, the less likely you're going to fall ill to something like that. So,
exactly.
like we were talking about stress. So, the fish get stressed out, or even the water temperature changes, stuff like that. I think it works the same way with humans in a way. I would think that when we encounter those kinds of stresses, we're more likely to get ill. And then
Yeah,
just being healthy in general, so keeping your fish healthy, keeping their stresses away, I
Their
think it'll
diets.
combat a lot of that stuff.
that's kind of what I think happened to me because I kept going back and forth outside to go get guests. And,
Yeah.
sometimes I have a jacket on, sometimes I wouldn't. So,
Hmm.
it's been mid 60s, weather is kind of chilly. So you just keep taking your body from hot to cold,
Yep.
you end up with the sniffles.
Yep. It happens to people. It can happen to fish, I think, as far as that goes. Not everything's the same, obviously, because we're different species of animals, but most any kind of living being, even plants, they're healthy. They can withstand a lot of things.
Yeah.
So,
Check out
so
what Fathom said.
100% run the risk of introducing harmful parasites when using mud from a creek. In nature, they may get passed downstream, but enclosed in a glass box may wreak havoc.
You gotta think you go out there and try to drink that water if you want to. You're gonna have all kind of parasites unless you clean it. You feel me? You gotta put them.
Spend a week in the bathroom after.
Yeah, you gotta run them. You either gotta boil that water or run it through like what they have, like the bleach tablets or the chlorinator tablets or whatever it is for camping. Yeah, if you don't do that, man, you're gonna have all kind of stuff.
Or use those, what is it, the life straws or something?
Life, I think I seen them pouches where they roll it up and the dirt drains to the bottom. And it gives you the
There's
clear
those,
water.
and then there's straws with like a built-in filtration system.
Yeah,
I ain't seen them.
Dip right down in the water and
Nah, get out of here.
life
They got
straws.
those real?
Yeah.
Life straws, yeah.
Okay, I ain't never seen it.
I've never tried one yet, but apparently you can just.
They said if you're an avid hiker or camper, they're easy to carry, so that's why they invented them.
Yeah.
I mean, I would imagine, but if you got a built-in filter, but I would at least have to run it through 2 straws. I can take my straws together.
Yep. Just double filtered.
Double filter. Nah, for real though, man. He said, I'm not sure this, but Jake will finally corner me all the time as well. Yeah, it's gonna come a time where you gotta go and come up here, Jeff,
Yep.
and keep running, man.
Yeah.
I was nervous at first, but I kind of
He's gonna take a Monday
more
off.
comfortable. Nah, for real though.
Yeah.
Hey, so the Mondays. Sure, y'all got another question?
Yeah.
I got some more questions lined up. I know we kind of just rolling with the
Katie
punch.
asked all of them that we had on there. I don't know. We were gonna keep it going for a while.
Yeah.
Usually we plan out for like an hour, but then now it's an hour and 47 minutes in.
Yeah.
I want
I'm
to get
used to
like
it.
people's comments up on there too, but we don't.
He said Shady got a new
usually try
logo.
not to let this one go. He did, didn't he?
Yeah, man.
Where was it? I'm just gonna bring this up quick, Katie. Just because I wanted to show Shady's
Just wait.
new logo.
So this
That's
is
cool.
a nice running stream. Yeah, Shady got a new logo.
Some
That
streams are
motherfucker.
really. Some streams I think are really clean, but it's a different. This is not a tropical area that we're from, so
No.
fish aren't used to the kind of things that are in the water around here. So that's what kind of gets me worried about it somewhat. But
Yeah. How y'all feel about ordering like fish offline?
I don't think we ordered with some shrimp. I don't think we ordered any fish online yet.
Cause check
I've
it.
been.
I-
Go ahead.
I was how y'all been seeing what's been going on in the Florida Keys, like in the water.
No.
The fish been like spinning, like this, not around. They going upside down. So I think it's some type of neurological problem. But I was looking at their site and I was thinking about getting a cleanup crew from them. But I was thinking if they get their stuff from the Florida Keys water and they send that to me, could I potentially get something like that? Unless they already just got their stuff in inventory and it's not even coming from the water.
I don't know
At this
how
point.
how it's passed on though. Is it passed on through the water, or is it something they're eating?
Oh no, man! When you get a chance, check it out. Though it's crazy.
Have
But
to. It kind of makes me
a lot
think
of the sawtooth sharks and stuff been beaching themselves, and
Wow.
fish just been doing sporadic stuff.
When I've been doing my research on online purchasing, I've been trying to see if they dose their tanks or not to
Okay.
prevent anything. So once it goes out, can you just add it or, like quarantine for a shorter period of time and then be reassured you're probably not going to get a parasite or anything like that in your fish. So
Yeah.
I guess it's how they keep their tanks.
Do parasites affect snails and stuff?
I Don't know, to be honest with you.
My
fish eat them. That's about the only thing I know.
I think that the
Yeah.
snails aren't as like
Susceptible?
shrimp and snails are not susceptible to a lot of the diseases that other fish are, like invertebrates and stuff. And even between fish species, I don't know. Somewhere I thought I heard that like goldfish aren't as susceptible to getting ick, or maybe they don't get it at all. But
Man,
I've heard that they don't
the
get ick as easy as other fish do.
the first goldfish I had like ever got, I don't know what happened to them, but it's like it looked like they veins had filled up. Um, I'm not for sure, but I really can't explain it. But you could see like the fish on their fins. You could see like they
Oh,
like blood vessels or something. I don't know. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
Oh, Skull's got an answer for your question.
Snails can get disease, but I don't know if they could pass it to fish. Okay. That'll be something good to know, because I'll be mad to get, 30, 40 snails or something like that, and then my tank start tripping. My fish get the twirling around and shit.
right.
I
I'd
have
be
been
mad,
seeing a lot of fish keepers just on some of my Facebook sites. I'm not sure if it's new fish they have gotten and introduced into the tanks or if it's existing fish, but they called it spinning or twirling disease, and they're doing exactly the same thing you were describing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Fathom looked like he said he read up on something. Microscopic algae.
Oops.
Goldfish used to come from the
That's why I have to like let Katie click on it. I read a thing saying it's a microscopic algae called. Wow.
Gamberdiscus.
Thank you, Katie.
Gamberdiscus.
It's causing the problem.
That's wild, bro. And
It sounds made up. Did you
Skull
make that
said-
up, Alex?
Nah, I
No,
believe
just
though
don't
that
pronounce.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
Because they were
Skull
saying
says-
they wasn't for sure if that was the problem, but they have seen it in fish before like that. So
Right.
pretty famous YouTube. We bred and sold snails and lost everything. Damn. That's crazy, bro.
What kind of filters do you use? on your
Shoot,
tanks?
on the cichlid tank, I started off using a hang on the back filter, so that's what I got introduced to the hobby with, hang on the backs. So I got the hang on the back with the bio wheels on what is it, a marine land. I have one of those for the cichlid tank, and then all the rest of the tanks are all in ones, so they have like the filtration built in the back.
Mm-hmm.
Like a sump type built in the back.
Built in. Yeah.
Yeah. So you have a compartment for your return pump, compartment for your media, compartment for your skimmer, and
Those work well for you? You like those?
Yeah. On this 40 Aqua Top that I got, I was kind of like nervous when I first got that mug because it was like more water volume than the other all-in-ones. So I was like, dang, bro, I hope this mug don't overflow.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because I was trying to see how to get the levels right in the back of it.
Right.
But yeah, once I got everything good, man, it was straight, bro. You can put your carbon, your ceramic, biomedia and all that in the back. Just let it flow through. You could even have you a copepod colony back there. Put like you some microalgae,
Right.
macroalgae, like some Chato or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Put that in the back. So that's what I like them too. It's like a sump built in on the back of it.
I think one of the best filters we have running right now, and it's probably only best for certain size smaller tanks, basically, is
Yeah.
on our our 10-gallon tank with our shrimp in it. It's just the Matten filter, Hamburg Matten, they call it, you know. You're familiar with those?
Nah.
So it's just basically a filter sponge, like
Okay.
that, whatever, 50 ppi stuff or whatever, you know, the black filter sponge,
Yeah.
somewhat coarse, and it's cut to fit across the back of the aquarium.
Okay.
It's only on
Okay.
the
For
back
sure.
because it's on the side, I guess. And if you run your tanks lengthwise, works kind of nice. You could use it either way, but off to one side of the tank, it's just kind of sectioned off. It's cut to fit snugly. Then there's a
Yeah.
different chamber, and we run a pump. Some people do the air or whatever, but we just have a little small pump on that side and a tube that
What's
comes
up,
over
Jeff?
top of the sponge and spits it back.
Ah, yeah, for sure. I know on the makeshift pond I had built a filter out of a 5-gallon bucket and PVC pipe.
Hmm.
I had made like a whole little system. Had the little T-bar in the inside so it could fill it up with water. I added a hose with the return pump on it, coming from the pump. And yeah, it worked out well. It worked out well, bro. I filled up the bucket with different type of media, and it's been going. It's still running.
Nice. I always liked making our own filters.
Yeah, that was
It's
cool. That
kind
was
of
my
what we
first time
started
doing
off
it.
doing.
Yeah,
Ended
that.
up doing it a lot because, you know, it's like we had one filter and then needed a second tank and didn't have a filter for it. And Katie had an extra one at her mom's house, so just the tank, you know, but we had no filter
Yeah,
for it. So I'm like, well, how can we make our own? Just start off that way. So it's kind of fun for us to kind of engineer and try to make new stuff or, you know, copy other ideas. There's lots of homemade stuff out there.
yeah. That's all I did, bro. When they found me a video on YouTube, and I got to work. When they bought the supplies from Home Depot, I already had a Home Depot bucket. And got to
Yeah.
work, man. It's just really it takes a little more work, but it be
Hmm.
worth it at the end because it was made by your hands,
Right. And as long as it
It was
works,
how my
man.
fish tanks. Yeah, bro. And it works wonders. If you already handy, you good with a little engineering,
Hmm.
you can really you can really build something, put together something.
That's the cool part about this hobby, I think, is making things work because it's such a the whole hobby in my mind is taking something natural and putting it in an unnatural way of, you know, it's like taking a piece of nature out there, water and a
Yeah,
fish, you know, and having that somewhere where there's not supposed to be any water, you know. And so just a piece of that land there, and so getting creative on how you do that. You start with a glass box, or you can start with a pond if you want, and
yep,
getting it all to work like a ecosystem should for water takes some planning. You can buy all that stuff and have it be all the same, but there's something cool about learning how to make your own because then you really start to understand the process as to
yeah,
why we need that kind of filtration or why do we need a colony of bacteria and what
yep.
works best on that instead of just buying
So
a
your
kit
your
somewhere and throwing it
biological and your
on there and
mechanic.
nobody right. You can get
Hmm.
those kits and they're cool and they work,
Yeah,
but for sometimes for a younger kid or somebody they may not know as to why it's set up that way.
do
It
y'all
doesn't
run
always
carbon?
tell you.
Y'all run carbon in y'all tank?
No, we don't run carbon anymore.
Yeah.
We used to with the goldfish,
Mm.
and when we just started out with those, but we had just seemed like we were going through it a lot, and
Mm.
it was expensive that way. But then we ran into some problems with hole in the head with our Sylvania cichlid, and realized that that was
Okay.
kind of causing problems. After doing some research, um,
Yeah.
don't really use it I think we keep it on hand in case. Like
Like
most
if we have to dose a tank.
most of the time when I use it is if it's a brand new tank from the store, brand new filter.
Yeah.
I'll run it in there for a while to get any kind of like manufacturer, any kind of weird stuff that may be on the glass that we didn't get with it, cleaning it out,
Okay.
before adding
Yeah,
fish.
I was thinking it was a must to do it, but then I started, hearing people was like, they don't run the carbon. I was like, well, shit, let me try that.
Yeah,
So now I don't be running it.
it helps if you want like. To me, it really helps with clarity if you're got tannins in the water you want to remove, or
Yeah,
a
that's what
smell. Really
yeah, that's what
helps
I
with
noticed
that, but
though. Yeah, that's what I noticed when I was running it. I don't know if there was the cause to one of the causes to the hole in the head to my cichlid or not, but that wasn't the reason I stopped using it. But my water has always been clear. Like I've never had a problem with cloudy water or algae blooms or anything.
right.
And I remember when I first got my godson father into the fish hobby, bro, his tank stayed cloudy, and I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Like my tank is never cloudy. Like
Hmm.
I could never understand why his tank was cloudy, and I still don't know why. But I've never experienced my tank like getting cloudy for some reason. Or I
To
take
me,
that
it's
back.
always like if it's like a white cloudiness, it always seems like that's a bacterial bloom. Like it's
And I'm
there's
about to say I take that back because I had a tank in my studio, my music studio, and I had just put it up, and had put some goldfish in there, but I was finna get rid of them and bring the cichlids in, and I guess I missed one. Well, he was stuck under a decoration, and he had been under there for like 3 days, bro. I didn't even know. Well, the tank
hmm
started getting cloudy, and got to investigating, and I
Yep.
seen him, and he was still alive, bro. He was still kicking it, and I ended up giving him to somebody. He still survived, but that just told me too how hardy goldfish really are. It was a long fin goldfish,
Yeah.
and bro, he survived. I was like, bro,
Yeah.
that was about the only time I really dealt with that though, man.
The last time we had a real cloudy tank.
Hey, what's
Well,
out my fish tanks?
today our angelfish tank is a little cloudy because I had added sand to it during the
Oh,
water
okay,
change. So adding
okay.
substrate caused
You
that.
ever you ever put the sand in like a bottle and then spread it across?
I used just solo cup.
Solo cut. Oh, yeah,
I just kind of did it as
yeah.
slowly as I could. But
But then it didn't look right, and he had to mush it all around in the tank, so then it made it even more cloudy.
Made it more cloudy.
it's
Yeah,
gotten better.
Yeah, it's
I did it before the second amount of. I took a little bit of water out, added the
yeah,
substrate, and then took even more water out for the water change. So it kind of took a lot of that silt out, added clean stuff. So
yeah. Did you wash? Did you rinse the sand or you
nah,
just put it in the?
nah.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember I had some play sand. I still have it in there, but I had washed it out. It was real dirty. But
Yeah,
once I put it in the tank, I didn't really have too much silt. It was all right, but
just a little bit.
you can't clean it completely. There's no
oh
way.
no, never. We
Nah,
washed it when we did
Last
the
time,
sand cap on the 75.
yeah.
uh, no, no, we just opened the bag and put it in there.
Oh, maybe it.
I tried washing some sand once, and it just seemed like I lost a lot of it in the process. Not just the silt, but
Okay.
a lot of the finer grains that I wanted to keep, and it ended up looking really rocky. And so I just don't even really rinse it.
Yeah, the only sand I don't wash it
Never
is
had
my
a problem.
saltwater sand. The saltwater sand because they say it comes with like beneficial bacteria because it be
Right.
kind of wet.
I've heard
The
of that.
sand. Yeah, so I try not to wash that sand.
Well, it really just looks a little cloudy. It's gotten a lot better. I put some clarify in there to,
Yeah, that
what
stuff
do
be
they call
working
that
too
stuff?
though.
That
The
you-
clarifier stuff.
yeah, just like take some of the small pieces. what
It's a
do they call it?
flocculant, basically.
Flocculant.
Yeah, I'm about to say I don't know what it is, but I've used it a few times and it worked though.
Yeah.
After I done did a water change and before I learned how to put a plate down and all that or something to stop the
Right.
water from
Just
making the
found with
sound.
Clarify, you gotta like change your filter out pretty
Mm,
quickly afterwards, after a couple of days, because it,
it clogs it
Sucks
up.
all of it out.
yeah,
Yeah.
it just clumps up some stuff so the filter catches it better, you know. So then your filter gets a little more dirty. So if you don't change it sooner than you would normally, then
Yeah.
that water start getting pretty nasty looking again.
Y'all ever dealt with ick
Once.
Oh yeah,
once?
yeah. When we got all these tetras, they all got it right away. We got them all at once, so we kind of just put them in a tank together. Didn't have to worry about quarantine because they were all from the same fish store, same water system. And they got ick after a couple weeks, I think. And we
How
had
did
no
y'all
idea
know?
what it was.
Y'all about to say, how did y'all know that it was that?
We put out a short
Ah,
and
somebody
says
else.
this ick. We had it narrowed down to ick or epistylus. We had no idea.
Okay.
And we're doing the research and seeing it in person and seeing the pictures online. It just wasn't always the same. So then we just we put out a short. Is this ick or epistylus? And then
Yeah.
a bunch of people started chiming in on it, and we treated it for ick because that was the popular opinion.
Yeah.
We won the battle. It came back once, we thought it was done, and then it came back with a vengeance.
Yeah.
And
Dialed
man,
up
my-
the tank temperature and it died right off.
Yeah, my fish, they was diving and dancing and scraping, and I was like, what is up with this? So I figured they had something, but it ended up being ick with some blue stuff. It was some jungle stuff.
they're just covered in white specks, just like somebody. It looked like they were playing in the sand, and the sand stuck to them.
Yeah,
was
yeah,
just-
bro. It made the whole tank blue, and after a while,
Oh,
it
that's-
Methylene
cleared
blue?
it up. Yeah, it cleared them up. I'm finna pull it up right now.
It was malachite green. There's another one. But we ended up just
looking
putting
around up.
salt. We put aquarium salt in and raised the temp up to like 87 or something like that. And then it all went away.
It's called It Guard.
Okay.
It's made by Jungle Labs It Guard. Yeah, it's pretty good.
I guess we
though.
did try Paragard. Because we had them in the 10-gallon. We took them out of the tank and quarantined them and used some Paragard at first. But just when we thought it was going away, then it came back. So that's when we decided to go with just raising the temperature method.
Yeah,
And that made it go away right away.
I was thinking though, like when your fish do that scratching stuff, I was thinking it was meant. It always meant though, had something on them. It was sick or something. But I was doing some research and it was saying like if you have sand, then some of those small particles could get in their gills, and they be trying to scratch to get it out.
Yeah.
So now when they do that, I really be like looking and see like, bro, is something wrong with you, or you trying to get the sand out? Because I noticed a lot of them pick through the
Flashing or something
sand.
they call it.
Yeah, flashing. A lot of them will pick through the sand, pick it up, and spit out whatever they don't want. But that was real good to know. He said the scratching is called flashing, by the way. For sure.
Oh, yeah.
I thought flashing is when they like change colors also.
I'm not sure about that. Because I noticed our angelfish changes colors all the time.
Yeah, I thought that was called flashing also. If I'm not mistaken. Could be wrong,
sure.
I don't know everything. Don't try to either.
Same here.
For real.
I definitely don't. Unless I think I do. Once in a while I act like I do, but
Once in a while.
all the time.
So you always think you know something.
It's because she's always right, so I'm just constantly trying to be like you, Katie.
Oh, well.
I say, here you
I
go.
want to be right all the time too.
Yeah. So I know what I'm talking about.
Right.
Uh,
Well, I think
that's what's up.
we're gonna end it down tonight. Shut it down. End it.
Yeah.
I guess.
It's been grand, man. I appreciate y'all for
Yeah.
having
Yeah,
me up,
thank you
dog.
so much for agreeing to come on with us.
Just because we
Yeah,
got
for
other
sure.
chores to do, and there's some other content out there too that we're gonna watch. And
Yeah, for sure, man.
to be honest,
don't
I
worry
think
about
I
them.
need to
Keep it
get a new
rolling.
chair. This stool,
Yeah,
man, is so uncomfortable.
You got. I'm about to say, bro. You got to get you one with some arms and a back, bro. That's the only way I'll
got
be
one
able
in
to sit right here.
I got it in the house, but we're
I had
working
a
on a
chair
new
kind of.
section out here to do this.
I had a chair kind of like that because I didn't want to hit the fish tank in the back of me. So I kind of was like, I'm going to play it safe and just give me a stool. Man, that tore my back up, bro.
Yeah.
So now I got me a little more comfortable chair.
I got my brown recliner inside. You don't like it in the house anyways.
Yeah, bring it out there,
Just
man.
won't be able to, Katie will have to sit on the stool. I'll get a recliner.
She said, nah, she going to be in the recliner. You going to be on the stool.
We could sit together in the chair. That won't make anyone uncomfortable. She sits on my lap, right?
Man. He said, I still got to hit the lake button. Yeah, hit the lake button, the pond button, the pool button. Hit all them buttons,
All
man.
those buttons.
As long as you hit that like button, though, you good.
Yeah. Hit the like button. Hit the share, the subscribe, all that good stuff. And make sure you check out C.A.R's channel. Do
All
the
those
same
cars
thing.
links are in the
Yes, sir.
comments from
You
earlier
search 'em.
tonight.
Yes, sir.
Search him by C.A.R, search him by Coral Aquatic Reef. You'll find his channel out there. And if you're involved with us and any of the fish family, definitely will see him around with all of us people.
Well,
All of
you
us good
can't
people
quite
doing
end
these
it
live streams.
just yet. There's a couple things on here. Everybody wants to know who's on our next live.
Who's on our next live? I don't know. I would like
It's still
to have.
secret to us right now.
Yeah. That's right.
Y'all make sure y'all tune in, man. Going to be up, going to come up here next. Ace of the
Well,
Mondays.
Just gotta email us. We'll put this out on there. I think we finally put the email address on our actual YouTube description now, so you can find it through our channel, or I'll type it up right here now and put it up. Hopefully I typed it right.
Hey, Skull,
HogandHillDesign@gmail.com.
Hey, Skull, we ain't worried about who finna be on or who on. We on right now, man. I'm just messing with you. Nah, but it'd be hard to try
They
to go
want us to
around
go
everybody else.
Monday night all night long.
Yeah, it'd be hard to
We
try to go
definitely
around
gotta
other
do
people's
another
schedule,
pop-up.
bro.
We
Nah,
almost
for
did
real.
pop up last night, I think. Yeah. I wanted to because
Yeah.
there was like a little lull in the day there where it wasn't. A couple people had canceled or something. I don't know, but I wanted to do a pop up in the middle of the day while I was working on stuff out
Man,
here.
whenever you feel like going up, bro, you should hit that go live button.
It's probably not going to be anything like this. It's probably going to. I'm working on a way to hook the camera. I got it figured out.
Yeah.
Anyways, hooking the camera to my phone so I can just like walk around the yard, the house, the fish room, wherever, with the camera mounted like my chest or my head, my phone in my pocket, and it's like a mobile live
Do
stream.
y'all run OBS? Y'all know what OBS is?
Mm-mm.
Well, sure, man. We get together off of this, and I could run OBS down to you, and you'll be able to do that and have it going, wireless. So
Well, I got a DJI camera, and it's got its own app, and I can
yeah, that's
run
what I'm saying.
it
So
directly into YouTube with that.
yeah, you could do that too, or you could run
Yeah.
that mug through OBS.
Well, it's all set up to go on there. I just haven't tried it out yet. But apparently it's
Well, go on and get on
same
there,
sort of
man.
thing like StreamYard, but it just through
Tell him,
their
hey,
app.
get on there. Yeah, tell him go on, get
Well,
on
if
there,
he's
man.
anything like tonight with technical stuff, we might not want to see that.
What?
Pressing
You
the
kept
wrong
shutting the
buttons.
cameras off, the mics
Oh
off.
yeah. Well, that's because I'm running. I don't even know. I'm running like a mixing board, 2 laptops.
A whole production,
You're running
man.
one laptop,
Well,
a mouse,
okay.
and a mixing board.
Well, it's like it's a 12 channel plus you
He said he
stereos
feel-
in and out. And I
He
got
said he
if I
feel like it's a lot.
yeah, we only 2 microphones on it. It's not like
It's not a
Come on.
concert.
well, pretty soon
Yeah.
I'll get the drums. They're all gonna have their own channel.
You gotta
through that,
multitask,
guitar
man.
on
You
it.
gotta multitask. But yeah, like I said,
button.
yeah, like I say though, bro, it's been grand, bro. I appreciate y'all for having me up here, man. Anytime I'm
Yeah,
on, y'all
anytime.
more than welcome to come up, bro.
We really
Awesome.
appreciate
Thank
you
you.
coming.
Yes, thank you for
online and
coming.
expressing an interest in doing this. And if anyone else wants to be a guest on our show,
Please
Hit us
email
up.
us.
email us.
Hit that email, man.
Or
Y'all
if,
email
or
them.
if you got our numbers, some of you can just text us. I'm not going to put that out on live, but some of you got our phone number. Keep in touch with us,
Yeah,
And,
most definitely.
and we'll do a pop up and just invite random people on here. I probably won't let Curtis be in charge of letting people up because you know what happens.
Oh, come on now. Cut him some slack. It's been a few days.
It's everybody's
Nah,
fault, not just Curtis.
we
We're
ain't
like,
let them
do
live
it,
that
yeah,
down.
put her on up. We don't know who she is, but
We ain't let them live that down, man.
No, no.
he fell victim to peer pressure. The rest of us said, yeah, do it. And,
Well, it didn't help. It was so late at night.
yeah, it's fine. Oh, crap. See this?
I knew he was going to go after you.
Yeah. It was not Curtis's fault. Please do not put my phone number and
He said, "You want to play them type of games? I got you."
put my home street address on the screen for everybody and my
Yeah.
phone number. Yeah.
He stays
Thanks.
right here.
Oh, yeah, they were right behind
All
us,
right.
so they're just as much to blame. So
Okay.
He said, "You guys
All right.
liked it." All right, man.
It could have been worse.
Well, as
Nah,
always,
for
guys, thank you again for tuning in for a Case of the Mondays. We want to thank everybody for coming out and all your awesome comments. And,
Yeah.
of course, your humor as always. And C.A.R for coming on. We really appreciate it. And we hope to see everybody our next live stream, whether it's a pop-up or it's another Case of the Mondays.
Yeah.
For sure.
Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks, Car. Got any
Hey, man,
parting
appreciate
words?
y'all.
Words
Hey,
of
man.
advice?
Hey, just be great, be you. Yeah, stay positive. That's it.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
We'll see you guys next time.
Bye, guys.